have returned. Are your hands eager? Is your heart strong? Are you ready to take on Akechi Kagamitsu?
Yes, I am ready.
Good. We are all here. Let our war against Akechi Kagamitsu begin.
Don't you want to know what happened to your daughter at Mount Hiei? She is just as stubborn as you.
Kairo no ko wa kairo nawe. A frog's child is also a frog.
A tadpole doesn't look like a frog, but when it grows up... Never mind. What's the plan?
I spotted some gunpowder barrels in the castle.
You changed your mind.
About helping you. Now, setting those barrels on fire should pull Zagaz away from our target.
There is more to warfare than making things go boom, daughter. Heed my lesson. For one thing, Akechi Kagamitsu is protected by a champion swordsman, Kamo Yoshimitsu, a man not without honor.
I look forward to crossing swords with such a formidable warrior.
We must catch Kamo Yoshimitsu alone, away from the Akechi wealth.
I'm more interested in fiery booms.
You sound like my errant, wrong-headed daughter. Fortunately, we need to do both.
I will see to Kamo Yoshimitsu.
Then we will scout those barrels. Light them up and create a diversion.
That will leave Akechi Kagemitsu vulnerable in the main keep.
Vulnerable and dead. And so it begins. Maybe you should lead the way.
Hello?
Look here!
I'm ready!
You are Nobunaga's foreigner. Why are you here?
I am here to fight you.
I am Gammo Yoshimitsu, descendant of the great Fujiwara, most revered of all clans. The sacred blood of the Nakatomi, children of the Kami, flows in our veins. And I will fight you to the death.
They call me Yasuke. Lord Oda Nobunaga. Challenge? Samurai against samurai. Blood against blood. To the death.
Show me that famous technique, Yasuke.
That is how it should be. One samurai against another. For honor to the death. An impressive application of Kami Izumi Sensei's teachings, Yosuke.
Thank you. Now it is up to the other two.
Do you have a daughter, Yosuke?
No.
I studied archery under the great Yoshida Shigemasa. But will Katsuhime accept my teaching? No, she wields a teppo. She will not marry anyone I propose. I should send her to a Buddhist nunnery.
Marriage or a nunnery, that is not for me to say. But her teppo should serve us well.
Watch where you point that thing.
What's wrong, Igahime? Does my teppo make you nervous?
No, I like dangerous weapons.
What about dangerous women?
Even better.
We'll see.
Anyway, time to light up the castle.
I'll head toward the gunpowder. Cover me with that thing.
As you command, General Naoe. I'm off to my vantage point.
Vanished. Like a true shinobi. I have to stay low.
It is your turn to feed the Akechi hound.
Not me. I hate how he treats that poor animal.
What does that matter? Feed the dog.
I have a sensitive nature. Probably just... Why would someone be over here?
Keep it down. I thought you were Koga trained. That's done. What are you staring at?
I miss living on Lake Biwa. Rising at dawn to hunt ducks, rowing myself through the mist.
By yourself? I thought you daughters of daimyo were rowed around by your minions.
You are jealous because you have no lakes in Iga.
We do too have lakes.
I'm not even sure you have rivers up in those hills. No wonder you're all so grubby.
Quiet, or into Lake Biwa you go.
Only teasing, Igahime. I'll cover you from the walls.
Where is Katsuhime?
Hidden on the walls. She'll give us covering fire.
Now for Akechi Kagemitsu. He is in the Tenshu, the tallest part of the castle.
Impressive. So how do we get in?
I spoke to the gardener. He used to be my gardener. He promised to leave the gate open for us.
That should be everything.
Soldiers, stop those explosions! That gunpowder is brand new! And will someone please silence that damn dog?
I will get going.
See you on the other side.
What's out there?
What I find, let us get to it. I'll find out what's going on here. You and me. Did I get knocked out? Samurai!
Move your food. God! Help me! Help me! I will...
That is what you get for ambushing me on the bridge, you dishonorable cur.
The box! Tell me where to find the box!
Box? What box? You speak madness!
Then why serve the Shimbakufu?
They promised my uncle vast wealth and his power!
They?
More guards. Let's regroup at the old watchtower.
The plan was to meet Shotei at the old watchtower. He had something to ask.
When I issued the rocket following the Kanonji disturbance.
No one wants to hear about a boring old daimyo local.
Looks like you two have reconciled.
He's a stubborn fool, and I'll stubbornly follow him. Like a fool.
With Akechi Kagemitsu gone, we're done here.
No, there is one other thing. A favor. The reason I asked you to meet me here. The Kogoryu fell apart after Nobunaga's invasion.
But someone hired the survivors and gave them a new purpose, an evil one.
Not the first time the Kogans have been used against us.
A list of my former students. Meet me at Koga when you're done with them.
We will put this to good use.
Please, take this longbow as well. A Rokaku family heirloom. One my daughter will not use.
Thank you. You are too generous.
I'm interested in your league if, you know, you ever want to talk about it.
I'll think about it.
I will take things from here.
Good. You know where to find me.
I just realized my mic was muted. I have no clue how long my mic was muted for. Holy fuck. Oh my god, I was like in a really good philosophy too. Wait, can stream still hear me? Oh my god, I was like in a really good philosophy. Okay, stream can hear me. Dude, oh my. Oh my. So, I guess we're gonna get back into it, bro, from way back when I started. So I was talking, oh man, dude, nah, just fuck it. Oh wow. Oh wow. I was talking about Japanese culture and like the best I knew about it, and I was saying like how I'm not a weeb. Alright, I guess I'll try to re-say it the best I can. So we were on here, and I'll do a speed run. So like, the fact that like weapons like this, like if you notice, like I kind of customized these two weapons right here, and like I'm running this fucking blade on this like thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, was like folded metal, and like that's how you know it's Japanese, and I think these are Chinese weaponry, because I don't think the Chinese or the Japanese ever used like blades like this, because this is like solid steel, and like you can tell like that's a solid steel. And it almost looks fake, you know, but like folded metal, like if you look at like where the ridges are, you see how like it has a different color, you know what I mean? The shimmering doesn't do too great, but like you notice how it has a different color, like yeah, that's folded metal. That's what separates like Japanese swords from like other swords. So like katanas, I'm not gonna get into the rat tail thing because I explained all rat tail, and I'm not doing that again. So katanas, the reason why they're curved, I don't know actually. I think it's something to do with like aerodynamics. Katanas also very thin. They're not that heavy, but yet somehow they're like super damaging. So katanas, like unlike other blades, like swords, for instance, like European swords, they weren't meant to clash. You know what I mean? Like if your sword hit another sword, rip. You know what I mean? Game over. Where katanas were, but not like full on though. Like if I took two katanas and smacked them together, or if me and my buddy just fucking baseball bat, you know, gonna hit for the home run on each other's katanas, it would fuck up the katana. But like, that's why like whenever you see like gameplay, they do like, I wish I had like a fucking face cam, dude. But try to bear with me. I'll try to explain it the best I can. So let's like, we're gonna put our hands together, okay? And we're gonna like move our left wrist to the left, and then our right wrist is gonna follow that, and then we're gonna push up, right? So like, we're gonna do that, right? And then so that is like how they parry. They slide the blades across each other, right? Which is why that curved is there, because like you can easily like slice down, you know, away from the blade, because you don't want to make direct contact, but you can, because the folded metal allows you to do that. And then you may be asking like, what the fuck is folded metal? Like, well, right here is actually a good way to look at it. So if you look at the blade, see how it has waves. Now most swordsmen could do art with that, and like that was cool. Like you could see some cool art, but then you got like just katanas made for war, and just fold the metal, you know what I mean? Just get it done. Well, also, this is what your katana would look like if you kept banging it and banging it and banging it and never repairing it. Because katanas could be repaired, like a lot of other swords in the world. But even then, like, because that folded metal, this is still a useful weapon, if not more useful. So the whole point of katanas are to be extremely fucking sharp and then not have jagged blades. But, like, if we go to Naoe, she has a jagged blade. And, like, you know, it's okay to have a jagged blade, I think. I think that's more of, like, a edgy, fake thing, though. I don't know, like, how true that is. So, yeah, for instance, this one. Okay, well, that's on the back of the sword, so I guess it's a bit different. I guess it is a bit different. But, if we look at the base katana, though, like, the folded metal is, like, what has, like, because, like, instead of it, like, being just, like, one piece of steel, the folded metal allows it to have, like, layers. Because it's, like, because that's the cool thing about katanas and why they're so interesting is because, like, if you go to make, like For Honor, Warden, right, his sword, that's the pinnacle of swords, right? Like, that is the sword, okay, the long sword, right? And it's not even, like, the long sword's, like, really even, like, its own thing. Like, it's really just a sword, you know what I'm saying? It's in a mold, they pour it, they fucking heat it, treat it, fucking all that shit, blacksmith stuff that I don't know, because I didn't spec in the blacksmith from Skyrim. Let me know if you guys also want to see some Skyrim or Oblivion content in the future. But, you know what I mean? Boom. That's it. Katanas are pulled in the mold, and then they put the katana back in it and pour it again, and they pour it again, and they bend it, and they bend it, and they clamp it, and they bend it, and they treat it, and they bend it, and they bend it, they clamp it, they treat it, they pour, they treat, they bend, they clamp. You get it, right? And the reason why they do that is because it's like scales. Imagine like you had like your skin, right? And then you had another layer of skin. And you had another layer of skin. And you had another layer of skin. And the reason why, okay, well, you're not really explaining it. Well, here, now look at it deeply. If I cut through the first layer, you still have a second layer. Second layer might still have seen some better days, you know, but it's a layer nonetheless. And the third and fourth layer is still good, especially that fifth layer. And then boom, 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 boom. Now, katanas were not meant to cut down 600 men. And that's why it's impressive whenever you fucking hear the stories of samurais like Yasuke. Now, we don't know much about Yasuke's actual lore, like in real life. But like in the game and stuff, he's treated as this great samurai. The original story I remember growing up hearing way before this game even came out and Ubisoft and all that shit was Yasuke was the black samurai. And I was like, whoa. And then we've heard of like black swordsmen and stuff like that. And I'm not even talking like African, right? It's just a color. Like not like of skin or the pigment, but just a color, right? It's just a title. Right? And we've heard of like black swordsmen, the black hoods, you know, shit like that. Black Templars, you know, shit like that. And again, not relation to this to Assassin's Creed with the Templar stuff, but you know, and then you come into here and you realize the black samurai Yasuke. And let's be real here, Yasuke apparently was just like a nobody, then married someone, had a kid, disappeared. There's other stories of hearing, and we don't know what's true, because Yasuke, the problem with Yasuke is he really, like, as much as pop culture and media wants to believe, Yasuke really wasn't as respected as people think he was. So his history is sadly lost to time, because that's how people were back then. Yes, he was a slave from Europe. I don't know if it was from Persians, like he claims, or where the fuck the Portuguese or whatever. I don't know if they actually delivered him to the Shogun of Japan, but he was delivered. They made him a sandal bearer, and then he became like well respected within the temple. That's what we know. Now the story I heard growing up was he became well respected. They made him into a samurai. I remember hearing that when he first got given to the Shogun, they showered him or bathed him for 2 hours because an Asian person, like the Asian women that did the bathhouse and stuff, have never seen a black person before, and they thought he was dirty. And they scrubbed him for 2 hours till his skin started to bleed because they thought he was dirty. They'd never seen a black person before. And, like, that's crazy. Or African, I should say, because they're bit, I don't know. Yasuke, they actually made Yasuke a little lighter than I figured they would. When I think Yasuke, like, from Africa, I think, like, really dark. But, you know, I don't think they actually messed him up too bad. I think he looks pretty good. I mean, from pictures and stuff, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty good. But, like, Yasuke, the story I know, you know, and then he became like this samurai that cut down 600 men and fucking 6'2". And the reason why Yasuke is so strong, so Ubisoft does have this issue with having, like, so with this, the thing with this game, they kind of fixed it a bit. So, like, you have, like, your foot soldiers and Ronin and all that, and they're all, like, the same, like, height and body type for the most part. And then you have, like, your samurais, which are a bit taller, a bit builter, you know. But then you got, like, the Assassin's Creed, like, the new thing they've been doing with their enemies, is having, like, big characters that just are unrealistically huge. Right? Like, the tank characters, which, like, are kind of stupid, in my opinion. And this game makes a little sense because, like, sumo, but, like, not every single sumo wrestler was a fucking samurai. You know, so it's like, and and sumo wasn't that well, it was popular, it was very popular, but it wasn't like that common. Like you gotta think, like, sumo means like, I don't really know what sumo means, but like the B sumo or any like in it is like a fighting type that requires you to be like fucking 400 pounds. Now, some people see sumo wrestlers and be like, oh my god, that guy's fucking fat. And yes, they are. They eat like 20 times a day, especially in Japan, because a lot of the reason they're all so skinny was because back then, before the McDonald's and everything existed, it was really just rice and noodles. And pretty hard to get fat off rice. So, sumo did get more popular as times went on because more foods were being invented to help that stuff. You know, especially during feudal Japan when like European trades opened up, because then that allowed like candies and milks and stuff to be brought into the mix, and chocolate, like shit like that, you know, because we're in the year 15 something, like 1549, right? So like BC. So it's like we're pretty deep. We're about like 4,000 years ago. Well, actually, I don't know. Like, does time reset after BC? I don't know. Anyways, and 1500 BC, and like Yasuke, realistically, like would not have to fight that many big guys, so it would make sense. And let's talk about it, right? Asians, they eat rice, noodles, tea. What do all those things do to a man? Especially tea, at a young age. It can stunt your growth. It can. I mean, it does, but it can. Well, Asian men around this time capped out at like 5'8". Alright? So, Yasuke, coming from Africa, where like Japan and stuff, like, yes, human evolution took its toll, but in Africa, like, things are bigger. And like, just like how fish, we're a lot like fish because we did come from water at some point, you know what I'm saying? Fish will never outgrow their tank. Same with humans. The land you live on, you'll never outgrow. So in Africa being a huge environment with huge animals, huge like trees and like valleys of land, Africans averaged out to be tall and huge. And in Africa they had, well, same with Japan having like fruits and stuff, but like Africa had a lot of food, right? And like a lot of people think like, Africa is like poor. It's really not. Like, it was for a little bit, and it got picked up. Like, yeah, there are parts of Africa where it's like, holy fuck, impossible to live. But, like, I'm talking, like, back in the day. Like, BC eras and shit. Like, they had that shit there under control. Like, because, like, it wasn't until, like, people ruined metabolisms and shit. You know, back then they could actually eat and shit. You know what I mean? They didn't hunt all the food to the extinction and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there wasn't cities being built and planes and shit in the air, you know? During this time, you could still see the fucking planets in the sky. Like, imagine that. Imagine that. You walk outside, and instead of stars and clouds, you saw literal galaxies. During the daytime, even. You could see the galaxy during the day, which is why the Greeks and the Romans were able to tell us what the planets were and, like, why they thought gods existed and shit. Because, like, these big balls in the air, different colors existed, you know? Like... and like galaxies were purples and greens and blues and reds, and you could see all that. So, yeah, I mean, it like makes sense. So like Africa wasn't like, you know what I mean? They well fed, and when he came to Portugal and where the rest of his story is, and then he got to Japan, I mean, of course he's gonna be fed in Japan because he wasn't a slave in Japan. So, Yasuke being the 6'2", like 220-pound dude versus, like, I know this is the incorrect term, but this is the best way to explain it in my way. I get, actually, you know what, I'm not going to defend it, but this is what people would say. Alright, the Chinaman, the average Chinaman, which is very fucked up to say, by the way, but the average, like, Asian was not remotely a fraction of what Yusuke was. So if the legend is true that he could cut down 600 men and walk a valley of death, then that's a very believable fucking legend, in my opinion. Because, I mean, him standing in Naoe is towering. Him, whenever you're walking in town and guards try to talk to you, you fucking look down on them. They have to look up to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is fucking huge. And I mean, it makes sense, so. I mean, samurais didn't carry 2 weapons on them. This motherfucker can effortlessly carry that kananabo and a katana. A full-length fucking katana, by the way. And, like, he's effortlessly moving. Like, these are slow weapons. Like, you can be fast with these, but, like, you have to work really hard. Where Yasuke was able just to pick it up, and all he had to learn was formation. He didn't have to learn discipline or anything with the weapons. Like, look at that. I mean, yes, it is a video game, and it's a Ubisoft video game, but the homie did just jump in the fucking air. Like, you know what I mean? And with the katana... What is that, Ronin? Cool, bring it on. I'll show it right now. And like the kicks he can do and shit. Like, you see how like the difference in height? Like, you see that? Like the difference in height and shit? Like, we were on an elevated surface, but still. Imagine flag now. Like, it's... Yusuke wasn't just, you know, just a slave. Homie was a unit in Japan. And again, this is right before Japan started opening their borders to everybody. Japan was kind of on some like fuck you shit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna go to the. I shouldn't have picked Naoe, but we're right here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go fast travel to the house. We're gonna go to base. We're gonna go to the fucking. What we call home. We can fast travel as Yusuke there, so we're gonna do that. That was a cool combo. So for instance, one, we already know Yusuke can't parkour with shit. But boom, right here. A man. Look at the size difference. It's insane, ain't it?
Say, did you want to...
My what?
Your heads. The heads of your enemies. To display them. That's what samurai do, isn't it?
Not this samurai.
Ah, just trying to help.
Now you can play this game inside native tongue mode or whatever.
Letter looks important. Alarming news about Lady Oichi. She needs my help again.
Cool. But like, man, dude, I'll never have the fucking resources to upgrade. Be so for real. Oh yeah, I forgot I got a Christian cross. I want to place this. I'm gonna put it like on the side of the dojo. Shit. I'm just kind of throwing things. I don't really care to like customize this place to look cool. I know there's somebody in the world that'd be like definitely on some shit with this stuff, but I honestly couldn't give a fuck less. Watchtower, that's kind of cool. You can get cool fucking structures though. Like you can really, like they set you up with cool pieces to like make into like some cool things, but I don't really give a fuck. I am interested in like the new shit I got though. Bamboo trees. No, we do got, yeah, see, this is what I wanted to know. We got pets. I have a dog, too, though. Like, I thought I got a dog, but I don't know. Wait, the fucking raccoon. Yeah, I thought I had a dog, but it's cool. We can just pretend we don't have one. Now, I am interested in these pets, though. Do they move around after their place? Or they just stay there? Because if they just stay there, it's kind of lame. Yeah. Oh, no, they move. Okay, cool. Kind of have to like activate them, and that's the case. I do definitely want a bunch of those little birds around. So yeah, this is like, I definitely need to put an eye lantern next to it. But yeah, this is the most detailed area I have, I feel like. I tried to make some cool shit over here, and it just kind of didn't really work out too well because like I didn't realize the placements. I mean, it does lead straight into the scout area, but then like the fuck, you know what I mean? And here's Naoe's deluxe armor. I don't really have like armor sets besides the deluxe armor. I'm pretty sure in here is Yasuke. Yeah, I think it is.
I have heard the metalwork at Nijo Palace in Hello there.
Oh, you're a merchant. Oh, you can upgrade. Oh. That's pretty fucking cool, mate. Dismantle and upgrade. Okay. Well, I really like you. Okay, open the long katana. So I do gotta raise my forge level in order to upgrade this hive stuff. Well, how? This is 800. Yeah, so upgrading these wouldn't be useful. I do have the deluxe, the claw of the dragon. Okay, and I assume I can't upgrade my armor either because it's gold. Oh, I can't even upgrade the headband. So I can just upgrade to... Okay, so if it's not the same level as me, I can upgrade it to my level.
Thank you.
Okay, that's cool. Now, this game doesn't feature, like the other 3 games did, where you fight, like, crazy things. So maybe upgrading that ain't too useful. Dude, Valhalla, I had, like, a couple 100 hours in. So, like, dude, oh my god, Valhalla. Over here, you got your stables. That's cool. But yeah, dude, it's like... It's cool that we get samurai games. This is probably like... It's not the best samurai game. Okay, I will say that. Like, if you're looking for shadows for samurai in Japan and feudal Japan and all that, I mean, I'd go somewhere else. I'd recommend Ghost of Tsushima. And then soon the Ghost of Yotai. But, like, if you are looking for something to play, and if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, I mean, this game's cool. My only issue with this game, honestly, isn't the fucking... It isn't the fucking, isn't really the gameplay. Like, the gameplay's fun. Playing as Yusuke is really fun, because, like, how, like, OP he is. Like, Yusuke is always just gonna be the strongest thing in the game for some reason. But they also discourage you from playing him a lot of times, because, like, his stealth isn't, like, good at all. I mean, like, he can do everything Naoe can. Like, he can crouch, he can go prone, you know. Now when he's crouched he's slow, and when he's prone he's really fucking slow, but he can still, like, hide in shrubs. You see, like, he can still hide and shit. And, like, he can do things, and he can climb too. Like, he can climb. Let me try to climb on top of something. Okay. But he can climb. He's just not nearly as good as it. Like, Yaoi would be able to climb up to the roots of these with ease. Like, he can't do, like, the back jump climbs, you know what I mean? Where you jump back and grab a ledge. Oh, I didn't even know you could wall jump. That's cool. But then if we switch to Naoe real quick... She can actually climb, like, just about anything. Well, not really. She's not, like, Eivor level climbing, but... For instance, if I jump up here, you see? She's on the roof. And, like, these little spines, because, you know, Japanese people really like spines on their house for some reason. She moves from these so fast. Yusuke has to stand completely up, keep his balance, he walks. He's, like, this slow on him. Literally. Whenever you do get on a spine. Also, Yusuke could not make that jump. And if he did, it wouldn't be, like, perfect like that. He'd fucking, and, like, fall down. Also, he's not doing crazy flips like that off the side of things. He's also not as fast, but the thing is with Naoe, she could be stronger than him. But, like, she has, like, I feel like the game purposely... does things to make it to where, like, who's more useful and shit, because, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, here's Yusuke's deluxe armor. I knew I had it in here. I thought I had it in another fucking... I have them in 2 locations, so both of the armor sets. I have both of them there, and then one in one house and one in another house. Yeah, this is definitely, like, my little area that I like to hang out in the most. Just because, like, yeah, I just like hanging out here. So we're actually gonna go ahead and build here more while we talk and shit and just hang out. For starters, definitely gonna get more of these. Boom. Now that looks cool. I don't think I have any of these sets of archery. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm gonna place a bunch of these. A bunch of these over here. Item limit reached. Wait, like for everything? Okay, just for that. Cool. Just for pets. I want more things to parkour on. That's my issue right now. I can see those birds actually looking getting annoying. Yeah, I low-key wish I had more stuff here. Shit. I don't know the controls too well here, so I'm kind of messing up a lot. Cool. I have just a random fucking maze over there. So with this archery shit, can we get arrows from here? Teppo rounds. That's for Yusuke anyways. He's the one that uses all that shit. Yeah, but see, like that back jump, the unrealistic Assassin's Creed back jump that we always see. And you see how quick she fucking moves? Like, I feel like she actually moves faster when she's on these things than she does when she's just running.
People of Iga speak fondly of Aikuni Shrine. Can you tell me about it?
I took the oath of our Sokkoku Ikki there. And that same night, Oda Nobunaga attacked Iga. That shrine was a gate that my life passed through. I went from a girl to a warrior.
Some unassuming places are crossroads, but we don't know it. I went to the market 1,000 times. And one day, a handsome man spilled a pile of tochi in my path. We married later that year.
Dude, what sucks is like my fridge got unplugged. So all my food in here, I don't even know if it's good. I'm testing it right now. It's mainly fast food, so it got to be decent. Sorry if that's like gross to hear about, but like low key, I ain't gonna lie to you. Realistically, fast food takes like fucking years to mold and deteriorate. Yeah, I probably shouldn't really eat this. This is Panda Express. I'm pretty sure some of the noodles and rice are good, but I don't know about the vegetables, so I'm gonna stop eating it before I get sick.
Monta, I need you to fix something for me.
I don't just repair roofs, Miss Tomiko.
But I am probably gonna end stream here soon, cause I really want to stream like an hour a day. I'm gonna fucking get my shit together, cause I do have work at 10 o'clock and at 6, so I still want to catch up with my online boys. And my girlfriend might wake up. The whole reason I'm even streaming is because she fell asleep. So I was like, fuck, dude, gotta do something. So, yeah. I'm gonna fuck with you boys. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And yeah, all my streams get posted as videos, so if you ever want to rewatch it or see what you missed, go ahead. We didn't talk for like the first like 30 minutes of this shit, sadly, because stream was muted, and then I unmuted stream, and then I forgot to unmute my mic. Oh yeah. So yeah, there is that. And yeah, you know, we'll get more talking about AC Shadows in the next stream. You know I don't really do Let's Plays because those take up too much time and I don't feel like streaming every time I want to play a game. But I do like streaming a lot. And yeah, dude, I might do some more DayZ streams. Because DayZ is funny, bro. Like, if y'all don't know, bro, my DayZ streams are usually hilarious. So, please check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna go link up with the boys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time.